Good morning.
Hello.
So,
look what we have today.
Yes, the magical cucumber. So, started this cucumber. This is a burpless bush cucumber. Is one of our favorite projects to do. Is we do a hanging cucumber basket.
Have you seen the picture of it or the video?
The video,
of it?
yeah, because there's probably been about 10 million views of just on that video alone.
And we get so many across the board. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's AI?
Right. It's AI.
It can't happen because it's not outside.
It doesn't get pollinated. All the nervous Nellies or negative Nellies come out, and like it does work. We literally get hundreds of cucumbers off the hanging basket.
Can you show them that how many are already starting to develop on there?
So, there's been no bees in here. It's cold outside. The bees are still asleep, and yet there's a bunch of little baby cucumbers deep down inside there. If you can see that. So, yes, it does work. It's a great way of growing your cucumbers. Use a large hanging basket. That's one of the hardest things to find. I wish there was a supplier online that 10 million people could go and purchase a great big, at least 14-inch hanging basket.
And we did try researching could we just ship them out?
Yeah,
but the cost of it
was like $40 to send a. I mean, and they're not heavy.
They're not heavy. It's the size of the box.
Yeah, it's the size of that box, and it's like.
So no, we do not have them.
Yeah.
And I had somebody this weekend ask me. They're like, "Oh, I'm gonna try that cucumber basket," and they had I think a 10-inch basket. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
So let's talk about first off the sheer size of the basket.
So this is a 14-inch. This is a fiber pot. We've grown them in the plastic hanging baskets before. I like the plastic. Trying to find a plastic hanging basket online that's 14 inches or above is near impossible.
But you could do a 5-gallon bucket. It's got the handle to it.
Make sure you've got
lots of drainage
holes in the bottom. Remember that this cucumber is going to get big, and it's one plant, just one plant in that hanging basket. It's going to drink a lot of water as these vines go out and go trail down 6-7 feet. Yeah, you'll have to get it way up, but it's totally worth it. It really turns out nice. It's a great way of growing your cucumbers, easy picking, and it keeps it clean.
How many of you grow cucumbers? And what variety do you grow if you do?
So let's talk a little bit about that, because that's probably number 2 question of what kind of cucumber do you put in here? So this year I'm using a burpless bush. So a bush cucumber plant is going to stay a little more compact. It'll produce a lot of cucumbers, but it's going to be a little more compact. But
so it won't get quite as long of a trail.
Right. Yeah. We've done the straight 8s. We've done the
homemade pickles.
Those
are my favorite.
Yeah, because you like the smaller.
I do.
You pick them early. You don't let great big cucumbers. You pick them early.
Yeah, I grew up with the short. It's called homemade pickle, but it's a cucumber because it's not a pickle until you pickle it.
Yes.
But the name of it is homemade pickles, and I grew up with the short, kind of smaller,
more
little
like snackers type of. Your mom absolutely loves the Market More.
Yep.
So we've done Market More in this. We've done Fanfare, straight 8s, like I said.
I did have somebody reach out and said they bought a pot of started cucumbers, and she goes, I'm going to do the cucumber basket, but it has multiple sprouts in it. And her question was, do I plant all of them? Because the person at the big box retailer told her, oh no, you have to plant all of them. And at the same time.
Yeah.
And no, each little sprout that's coming up, that's one plant.
Yeah.
So when we say plant the cucumber basket, if your container has a bonus plant or 2 in it, plant only one of them per basket.
Because it's going to get big, and just that one plant is going to require a lot of moisture as this gets massive. So that's a little bit about what we put in there. We're going to fill this up with good soil. We use a good high-grade quality soil. If you don't know what that means, go to our YouTube channel. Just look up Soil Sharkies, and you'll have all kinds of videos on that. So we're going to fill this up with this 14-inch hanging basket with some good soil, but I do want to, before we get to that, show what we did on the sides here. So as those vines start cresting out, we don't want them to break, because if they break, they shut off. And so you can see this edge, this is a little more rounded because this is a fiber pot. But like on the plastic baskets, it's a pretty hard, sharp edge. So what we did is we put foam over the edge here. Now these are just, these are for pipe insulation. You can use pool noodles. It doesn't matter, just as long as you have kind of that nice, soft, curved edge as those vines go over, and there's a lot of weight on them. So
the cucumbers are going to add that extra weight coming down.
Yeah, you put 6 feet of vine on this, and there's going to be some pressure on those vines. So that's why we put some sort of foam or pool noodle over the top. These are just pipe insulation, and they already have a pre-cut slit, so you can just run your finger through and
they're super easy to cut with a knife.
Yeah. So pool noodles work fine. They're cheap. Or we just order the pipe insulation. So that's all that this is. It just gives that nice curved edge for the vines once they really start getting big. And Amy went through and cut this for us here, and just kind of quadranted, in between the hangers.
Right.
So that's what that looks like. All right. So let's fill this up with soil.
So that'll help
transplant it.
protect and give it a little buffer.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Cool. You want to take the plant so I don't get soil all over it?
Look at that. So, it's got a lot of nice roots going. Again, we started this. I start some tomatoes indoors, and then also I did 1 cucumber. So,
this was started early. However,
we have somewhere
as
to go
we have the
with it.
longer days and warmer days, any cucumber is going to catch up.
Yeah. So
It's just that we're going to have cucumbers in like a few weeks.
it has cucumber smell already.
Does
that
it?
Fresh cucumber smell.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Now
if
I
you're
know.
a smell-o-vision, you guys, this is like
Yeah.
when you slice into it.
Yeah.
So good.
So some of you are gonna say, "Oh no, it's root bound." Doesn't matter, because it's going into good quality soil. It's going to root in this week. So I know that if I'm using good quality soil, it's going to root in right away. I do not break up the roots. Doesn't matter, because again, I'm putting it into good quality soil. So I'm not going to do anything with this other than just go ahead and transplant it right into the soil.
And if you're using the really inexpensive, lower quality, it's probably gonna stay right in the root ball that it is, because you're giving it no reason to spread out and search out more. Mm-hmm. Or really heavy soil, that would be another thing.
Yeah, like don't just put topsoil in there. Topsoil is too dense and heavy. You need to at least thin that out with some potting soil. But again, don't be going to the big box retailers and buying soil. That's not good quality soil. You're never going to find a good quality soil in the big box retailers. They deal with cheap, junky soil that doesn't produce results. So that's all it is as far as getting this transplanted in here. And I'm just going to leave it. We're going to go ahead and hang it because it's going to turn where it wants to. I'm going to go ahead and put my tag back in so I remember that this year I did a burpless bush cucumber, and not straight eights or fanfare or market more or the homemade pickles. But anyway, that's our little project. It's a fun little project. Again, it's a great way to keep your cucumber clean up off the ground. You can maybe do it on a deck. Maybe it keeps it away from the deer that are going to come along and munch on it. Yeah, maybe chipmunks or whatever.
But it does require a lot more water.
It's going to drink a lot. Yeah, so just be wary of that, because it's not in the ground getting that moisture. Now you're going to have to feed it a whole lot more water.
Especially when you have those long vines and they're hanging everywhere. Sometimes people say, what do I do if it's like downpouring?
Yeah.
Or if the wind is really bad? Well, you might have to take it inside, and that's kind of a perk of having it in a container like this.
Yep.
Is you get to determine whether it stays out or comes in. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're doing it early and you want to put it out during the daytime, and at nighttime when it's too cold, bring it back in.
Yeah, because cucumbers, remember, cucumbers are fickle when it comes to the cold. They cannot handle those cold nights, and we know that because we live in northern Wisconsin, and people, they might be able to get away with a tomato or a pepper, or some of those cold crops like your cabbages and broccoli, cauliflower, that type of stuff. Cucumbers, they're a no-go. I mean, it can get to 42 degrees or 40, they're done.
It's always the
it doesn't have
crop
to be
that
freezing.
we have a ton of here at the store, because you never know if we're going to get that late cold snap.
Yep.
And if we do, it wipes out everybody's cucumbers, and they're all in a, running to get more.
But cucumbers are that one crop that we grow, and I say it every year. I'm like, we could have been a cucumber millionaire this year if we would have had enough cucumbers, because you get that dip in the temperature one night, and everybody's cucumbers died off. Yeah, so they do not have to freeze. They can just give up the ghost at 40 degrees. So. But anyway, one other thing I do want to hit on here is, so we talked about the pot size. The pot size is a 14-inch or larger. Now, you can find online coconut lined, those like metal baskets with the coconut fiber. That would work except for the coconut part, because I find that that's way too light and airy. Because the moisture can go, the air can go right through it, and it will really dry it out fast. However, what we've seen and works really well is our friends at Easy Swap Pots. So EZ, like the letters EZ as in zebra, Easy Swap Pots. They make a felt liner for those.
Do you want me to go and grab one?
No.
Okay.
I'll actually, I'll post a link in the comments down below.
Yeah,
and you can find those online. A lot of people swear by them. They're a great solution to a problem of swapping out those coconut fiber liners. So Easy Swap Pots makes a large liner, and it really does hold that moisture in like a plastic container or a fiber pot would. So I think that's a fabulous solution to that problem. So yeah, you can find a bigger hanging basket, like a metal one, which would be appropriate. It's just that the coconut fiber just doesn't hold the moisture like something like this is going to require. So you can check out Easy Swap Pots. I'll put that link down in the comments below on this video. So.
And then as far as watering, so we've planted it. We're going to give it a really good drink.
Yep.
And then
we're gonna
check
water
it daily.
Yeah, definitely check daily, because as these vines get going, there's a lot of foliage, and it's going to require a lot of moisture. So yeah, daily you're going to be checking and lifting that hanging basket and making sure it's good and heavy and it's got that moisture. We're also fertilizing with the BYN Neighbor fertilizer about once a week. This being in my greenhouse, it's getting the same routine that all the flowers are, so it's actually going to get fertilized twice a week early on, and then maybe I'll tear it back down to about once a week. But I want cucumbers going, and that's what the BYN Neighbor fertilizer is going to definitely help kick off that growth and produce lots and lots and lots of cucumbers for us.
You're going to have the same type of problems that you would in the garden as far as any
like the
powdery mildew.
Yep.
Or
and there's sprays that are available, and I do spray the leaves because that is a problem. That powdery mildew. So there's definitely sprays available that I would just kind of keep on a maintenance program, maybe once a week, and you can spray.
They're very
the leaves.
susceptible to that.
They are, yeah. There's homemade ones you can do. I don't remember what the ingredients all were. We just grabbed something from Bonide and sprayed for that powdery mildew, because it's definitely something that you'll see. So just stay on top of it, and maybe like once a week or once every 2 weeks, spray that for that powdery mildew, because it will come along. So anyway, that's our project, and one of our favorite little projects that produces. Do this with your kids. It's a lot of fun. Grow the cucumber from seed. Do the project of actually making the hanging basket, and let them have that, from start to finish, and go out and pick some cucumbers.
And it's a great way to start your cucumber early.
Yeah, it is.
You kind of, even if you have a big garden that you're like, oh, I would have to have 10 cucumber baskets for what you use.
Oh yeah.
If you
yeah.
start one and just have the fun of having that early cucumber, it's just something different. Plant the rest of them out in your garden like normal, but it's a fun project. It's fun to watch it grow.
Mm-hmm. So, speaking of the Be Your Neighbor fertilizer, we want to again highlight one of our BYN retailers, and that is Third Day Market in Jefferson, North Carolina.
Ooh.
So that is a beautiful place. That is definitely greenhouse goals there. They have a boutique shop store, they have a restaurant, greenhouses, the outdoor landscaping and furniture. And
How do you get any work done? Because I know where he would
goodness,
be.
Yeah. I would be eating, enjoying the greenhouse, sitting in the furniture. But that is a beautiful place. So be sure to visit our friends at Third Day Market in Jefferson, North Carolina, who carry our Be Your Neighbor fertilizer.
Excellent.
Alrighty, so this is going to get watered. It's going to get hung up with care, and I'm excited for cucumbers.
I am too. That smelled so good.
The 1 year I counted, I had one time on the vines, I had 150 cucumbers growing. So yeah, it does work. It is it is a very good way to grow abundant cucumbers and pickles.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So all right, we will see you again. Join us each day of the week that we are showing you a little behind the scenes in the greenhouses.
Yep.
And
And as a reminder, there's always the Saturday stroll.
Mhm.
And now that stuff is starting to come
yeah.
along a little bit more,
it's looking nice.
there's always new blooms popping, and it's fun to watch it at this point, because at first you just have those little itty bitty plugs, and then you start seeing them grow a little bit. But when the flowers start coming out, that
yes.
is when everybody gets like super excited.
Yeah.
I saw some little tiny crocuses popping their head out by our door.
Yeah, and that's
early.
That's amazing. Yeah, and we had literally 3 feet of snow last week.
And it melted. It's like melting down so well.
Yeah.
So for those of you concerned about the greenhouses, everything's stable. Scott got all sorts of braces in.
Yep.
We're good to go.
There was a lot of weight on the greenhouses, but it's a lot better. A lot better this week of not wondering if these greenhouses are just gonna fall right over. Yeah.
Yep.
So all right, thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye bye.